Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and Greater German Reich. So, I'm gonna record a couple of episodes today, but they might be shorter because it's day before Christmas, 23rd of December, so if they are not 40 to 50 minutes, I apologize, but I'm gonna do my best to have at least some progress in each of them. The date in the game is 12th of February 1947, and we see pretty nice development in all of our fronts. As the general Soviet front goes, there is nothing happening apart from us stockpiling fuel for a spring offensive. Now we are now at 1,148,000 units of fuel, which would alone last us for a couple of months at least if we launched a general offensive, and we're gonna keep stockpiling throughout rest of winter and spring to launch an early summer offensive or late spring offensive, depending on the weather. As far as the southern front in Iraq goes, we've liberated the first part of Iraq here, which is great, and we're going to continue pushing our enemies further. I actually think that what we might do here is try to encircle the enemies that we see here, the 14th Marine and 3rd British Indian Rifles, by launching an attack on Ar-Rudba and then moving forward. Now there is still a motorized division here, but we'll try to take it down and send our units back home while keeping some of them in here. So we'll see how that's gonna go. We're very limited by the amount of Marines that we have available. I'm actually thinking that it might be a good idea to do one thing here, and that's get the desert warfare equipment to these units. We haven't really researched that at all, so we'll need to look into it, but having Marines have both the desert and Arctic warfare I think might be a good thing. So I'm gonna look into it during this episode and equip them. They have quite a lot of availability, so we might actually give them the desert, mountain and Arctic equipment so that they perform well. In the comments yesterday I was reminded that I forgot about uniforms, or yeah, you are correct, I forgot about camouflage uniforms, which gives an initiative of plus 1% and special forces capacity multiplier of 1%, so we're gonna cover that today. But I think that someone mentioned that it was giving us defense, which doesn't, and then that I haven't researched the electrical grid, which I think I did. Oh, I didn't. Okay. I missed this one. Okay, so that's a base production efficiency. The reason why I avoided that was because of the factory bomb vulnerability. But looking at it, it gives quite a decent bonus to the base. So we're going to go through that as well. Good point. Good eyes. Thank you very much. And last but not least, we're going to focus more on researching the nuclear and rocket and jet technologies. Cool, so with that said, let's get right on with it. We'll need a couple of days for the game to, again, get out of its seizure. Oh wow, they pushed you out again? Jesus. Well, we're still, you know, advancing here, but fighting here is a little nightmarish hell. And these areas are very cold, but no longer snowing. So I think a concentrated attack here. Could you guys? You could. So that would be 5 divisions against 4. I don't think we have what it takes here. That's not going to be enough. Yeah, they got too many divisions here. That's gonna be a waste. But what we could do here is try to push these guys out, but it's also a bad idea. I'm looking for ability or possibilities for encirclement. Now, if we get Platina and can push south, which we could eventually, our tanks are not doing all that much. We could probably strike in here and then try to push south and close this off. I think that could work. We'll see how that's gonna go. So let's send you down here, because there are still enemies here that you need to take care of. We have effectively pushed the border here, and we're trying to take the port here, which is very important for us. 6 days, 5 hours. 6 days and 16 hours. Okay, so if all goes well, we might take it and launch a counterattack on them to make sure that we hold. You will take how long? That's just 1 unit moving. 17 days, okay. And these areas are super big. It's just not gonna help. Okay, you guys can support this attack. I am fully supportive of that, and we're sending just 2. Oh, because we have you here already. Okay. So with a bit of luck, we might actually launch a nice attack here using 4 divisions. I actually think, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna throw the mountain support and Arctic support on our Marines, and we're gonna give them also the what's it called? The desert support. And could we give them the mechanized engineers? That would help, even if amphibious. So I'm okay with it. We'll need. You guys keep telling me that I should use this one. Yeah, we have the mechanized for that, so that's great. And what about the engineering company? That helps with defense, right? Yeah, so we can make you even stronger like this. But you will start using way more fuel. But not by too much. So that's actually pretty good. And I want to sort this a bit to make it look nicer. So I'll give you the signals. Wait, hold on. You had the motorized signals. Okay, so my bad. What I'm trying to do here is put the support companies one by another so that we can see them here. No, not military police, the Arctic support and mountain support. And we're going to add the desert support. And we're going to give you the, no, not the motorized, we're going to give you the mechanized and mechanized engineers. So that ought to be good. It's going to help you a bit. It lowers the recovery rate, but it's going to give them a huge boost in performance. When you don't have the logistics company. Okay, well, and then that means we need to give you the logistics company as well, because that lowers the fuel usage. What? So you're actually getting more fuel usage with the logistics company. Okay, but it gives you, yeah, it gives you decent stat boost. Yeah, if we just give you this one, that would oversupply usage by 23%. This would use lower by 35. I'm mostly interested in the fuel usage as far as you guys go. The difference is not worth it. So let's give you a cavalry supply detachment that requires transports. We got those. Cool. So let's do it like this. So it's going to greatly aid the Marines in their operations. I'm happy with that. Okay, Kerch is holding, though there is still a ton that needs to be done. I think you guys can take Mosul, because that is also a, yeah, that's also a supply hub. Let's take it. Let's take Mosul. I really think that's a good idea. Let me just take a sip of my coffee here. Fuel steadily increasing, as you do. Okay, Platina is now, well, not in our hands, but in the Finnish hands. But that's It might as well be our hands. Yeah, we're cutting them off. Definitely, they're no longer strong enough to do this. Okay, finish the Advanced Special Forces training. I like that. We are working on the... Okay, that's gonna take 7 days. Division speed and loss of organization. What does this one do? Army, organization strength, max speed. Oh wow, that's actually really good. That is actually really good. We might... this one... No, we have to continue. This is a way how we can improve our mountaineers and marines and everyone. With the extensive training, we can ensure that our special forces will be able to perform above and beyond that of normal men, mutual exclusive of expanded social forces program. Yeah, that's what we plan to do. So we continue. Okay, someone is not sending us what they ought to, which is Japan, but Manchukuo can give us an extra fuel, and I can make Japan give us the right amount of fuel, and we can cut tungsten down slightly, and I believe we can cut chromium down slightly. What? Minus... What the hell? No, that was not what I wanted. 112? No, that's... God damn it, game. Okay, like this. I like this, yep. Okay, have a nice surplus. Building the railways, that's gonna help us. Building the subs, that's gonna help us. Do we have any new... We do. Regular sub. So let's send you here. And we finished the army department in our intelligence agency research. So what's next? Classified intelligence. Can we agency upgrades? Underground contacts, yeah, that increases the growth. Oh, and we got new Arctic divisions. Amazing. So we are going to send you guys up there. And you will be assigned to the Finnish... Let's send you over here. To the Finnish front line. We had a battle. Sank 2 destroyers and transport ship. Amazing. Actually, we haven't done in a while. Oh, and wait. How are we doing here? We have just one unit getting there. You guys will take 6 hours. That is really bad. Okay, come on. You need to support them. Get in there. Okay, 19. Can you reinforce? You got what? 23%? 14. Oh god, don't make them. Don't make them retreat, please. 34. Come on, come on, come on. You can hold. You can hold until reinforced. Yes, nice. Okay, and we're actually doing good here. So with that done, if we can push the tanks out of the combat, we are going to be able to hold it and start an inflow of not resources, but supply into this area. Yes, baby, yes, yes, yes. Get in there. Get back in there. And you guys are gonna reinforce as well. Yep, if we can manage to... Yeah, this is nice. We actually managed to do this. I am happy. That was a really tricky operation to pull. And we're doing kind of good. You guys also need to attack Mosul. Come on. What are you doing here? Holy hell, this division is amazing. Why are you guys so bad? Night and low supply. Tactic damage. Your base is 124. Their base is 200. Oh, okay. Low supply and terrain. Okay, I think you can stop here. We're not gonna be able to do that. Not at this point anyway. Another naval combat. Oh no, that was the one that we had. So can we see any admirals that could get a promotion? So what about you? You can get the smokescreen specialist, so that's not something that I'd call. Oh, but you, my dear Dönitz, you can get a ton of things. So Dönitz is commanding the Hochseeflotte, right? No. Who is Dönitz commanding? Ah, he's commanding the subs. Okay, so if you're commanding the subs, then Torpedo Expert and Loading Drill Master is an actual great thing for you. So let's get you the Torpedo Expert, because I think that hitting is better than cooldown, though the cooldown would probably make it better, but if we hit, we don't have to get the cooldown. You are commanding this battlefield that's doing nothing. Okay, fine. What about you? You're commanding the hunter killers and escorts. Okay, war games either nothing there. And you guys are fine. What about you? Oh, you're commanding the second battle fleet. Smokescreen specialist. Not really, but you should get. Well, you got a pretty decent. I actually don't want you to retreat. That doesn't make any sense. Ah, yes, we're holding here. I'm so happy that this worked. Oh! And they caught our second agent in Soviet Union. Holy hell. They are really onto us. Okay, so this one is in progress. And can we do another one? We can't. Okay. Dang it. Well, we have to be careful there, so I don't forget. Okay, so these tanks are gone. You reinforce and you take this. Okay, you are barely holding here, but barely doesn't mean not holding. Okay, we finished the Fritz X. Fritz X was the most common name for the German guided anti-ship glide bomb used during World War II. Fritz X was the world's first precision guided bomb deployed in combat and the first to sink a ship in combat. Fritz X was a nickname used both by Allies and Luftwaffe personnel. Alternative names include Ruhrstahl SD 1400X, Kramer X1, Passe would be, I think, 1400X, or FX, or V, no, V is V, so this would be FX 1100. The latter, along with the unguided PC 1400 Ordnance Fritz nickname, is the origin for the name Fritz X. Along with the US Air Force Simmer's Azon weapon of the same period in World War II, it was one of the precursors to today's anti-ship missiles and precision-guided weapons. So I have to check that. That gives us a bonus to ballistic missile concepts, early guided systems, and early missile prototypes, and some of the aircraft. But we already got those, so there's really not much we can do with it. So now let's go to the Wunderwaffe 1. Well, actually no, that's Vergestellungswaffe 1. V1 flying bomb. 84 days. Yep. That's gonna give us the bonuses that we need. So you guys are holding, that's amazing, and yeah, you are getting supply in here, which is something that we desperately needed. Okay, you guys are retreating. And one of the divisions is holding in here. Let's just send you to support this attack. We really need to push the tanks out. Okay, you guys will reinforce this area, which is amazing. Tanks are still moving. Oh, nice. We got the improved army HQ, which means that all of our field marshals can now get an additional army under them. And I think this gives us the ability to go and get the improved Supreme HQ. So you give us extra organization of 4 to all headquarter detachments. Field Marshal gets an extra army size group. We get extra daily command power, coordination, max army experience, air and navy experience. And you are going to give us division experience gain increased by 10%, command power increase, promotion cost is lowered, coordination is increased, and other stuff. Do I already spend 100? No, I don't. I'm gonna use it to upgrade our equipment instead. What's your speed here? Oh my god. Supply deep snow, yeah. Okay, but we're holding here. That is the important part. Guys, get back in here. Make sure that we hold. What are we doing on fuel? 1,220,000 units. Okay, how about now? 3 divisions. I think you could do it, couldn't you? Okay, we actually repelled some enemy here. I feel like we might want to train more Marines. We finished the logistical warfare. So how about we train 4 more divisions? Do we have everything that we need? We do! Okay, so nothing is really stopping us from doing that. So let's train you in Hinterpommern, because we need them in the south for our operations. Okay, and the technology that we finished was the logistical warfare, which gives us extra equipment ratio of 2% and supply rates of 6 hours. Now get me the strategic redeployment. No, actually, you know what? You're gonna get me the uniforms. The camouflage initiative is pretty good bonus. And I mean, it takes only 46 days. Okay, and we got Grenzwacht. Amazing. So what about you guys? You're holding... You guys are holding, and you... Where are you guys? And you don't have a field marshal. So let's promote someone. Panzer leaders, reckless. Iron Cross. Sure, let's get you. We'll use you as. This is gonna be the Dritte Küstenwache. Yeah, just have it like that without the umlaut. Küstenwache. And I am going to add. Let's send 2 on Malta. You're gonna go under this. Panzer leader, reckless. Panzer leader, no. Yeah, you are all Panzer leaders. Jesus. Ranger, improved HQ, infantry officer. Panzer leader. Urban specialist. Is Malta considered a town? No, it's plains. Winter specialist. Ranger. Trickster, winter specialist. Now let's get you, for example. And you are gonna be called. Okay, so this is the 2nd, 8. So you are supposed to be 9th, and you are going to be the 10th Küstenwache. My apology, I had a work-related phone call, which then turned out to a task I needed to do immediately. So I had to, pause and exit the game, and now we're back. So just sorry about the sudden cut. Anyway, what were we doing? Yes, we were assigning the Küstenwache Malta and Küstenwache Cyprus to the respective areas, which we did. And now we have a couple of spare ones. So it's not far-fetched to think that we are going to assign 2 to the Atlantic or Norwegian Küstenwache, because this one definitely needs to be strengthened. So there's this one, yeah, we lost... actually, let's assign 3 to that. And we are going to assign 2 to the Atlantic Küstenwache, which makes sense. So now the Atlantic Küstenwache and the Norwegian Küstenwache both have 22 divisions. Island Küstenwache, or Iceland, depending on how you look at it, has 3. We have Küstenwache Iberia, which has 12. We have Küstenwache Faro, which has 3. Küstenwache Britannia, which has 20. Küstenwache Azores, which have 3. Küstenwache Cape Verde, which has also 3. And then 3 smaller ones in the 3rd Küstenwache. The 9th Küstenwache Morocco with 4 divisions. 10th Küstenwache Malta with 2 divisions. And 11th Küstenwache Cyprus, which has 3 divisions. Cool. So quite a lot of divisions here. I mean... Oh god, our manpower dropped to 59,000. Is it because I forgot to... Yup, we are no longer gonna require more Küstenwache, so let's retreat those. And we are recruiting 6 more divisions for the Finnish infantry army, but they can have only 16, so I think we might remove 2 of those divisions to save up for manpower. But do we have any other? You have 16, 16, 16, 16, so these infantry armies are all full. So yeah, let's remove 2 of these as well and save up the manpower. So we're sitting on 260,000 or 268,000 manpower. Our army will have 6 million once all of the units that are currently in training will be deployed. Era has 366,220 men, Navy has 62,840 men, and nearly 500,000 men are on garrison duty. Cool! So let's unpause it, continue. We're still fighting in the north, which I think is cool, because these units are getting their supplies finally. And so are the other divisions. That's amazing. Situation here is much improved, though it wouldn't really hurt to get a better port in here. But I think by the time we will have the port actually ready, there won't be any need for it. I mean, this is not ours, right? That's... or is it? No, that's actually that's our core territory, so I think that it might be worth our time to upgrade the port in here. Let's actually make it a priority, because no factories are assigned. Now that is not a... Oh, there's an ongoing battle there, so they're not gonna work on it until the battle is done, and it's gonna take about 2 months. Well, in that time we might actually have stuff going on. Okay, you guys are repelling yet another attack, but this is by a different division. So if we could kindly just not move units there and back, we might be able to use them properly here. Okay, chromium is in a short supply again, so is tungsten. I don't know why, but it is. So let's start importing those. And how's the situation? So we were unsuccessful in taking Mosul. You guys can actually attack here in Daira Azur. I'd be lying if I'd be lying if I said that I know what's going on here. But the fact is that until we get more divisions in here, more marine divisions, we are not going to be able to do anything with the area. We're making slight progress here, but we just don't have enough units to do all of it. Now, one of the operations that I would like to do is launch an attack here and towards Ar-Rudba and encircle these two divisions here, which is, you know, fine, but they seem to be retreating either way. So, yeah, I mean, we're playing a dangerous game there with just 6 divisions, but they're helping. Okay, and we just reached 1,251,000 units of fuel. Oh boy, this is gonna be great. So you keep attacking them, and once they actually... Okay. Okay, so all 3 divisions are actually retreating now, which is great, I guess. You guys here are... Well, this area would be kind of nice to take, but instead I think we ought to attack the Arctic terrain over there. Now, have we finally moved our... Nope, our tanks are still not where we need them to. So there goes the idea that in this episode we're gonna do something with that, and it's March already. So the weather should start improving along the area. It's gonna be probably mostly raining. Queer and minus 80 degrees. Jesus Christ, in March. What about here? Queer and minus 8 degrees. Queer and minus 3 degrees. Minus 7 degrees. And March is really cold in this area. Did not expect that. Yeah, but actually an attack on this port could be seen as a great idea. And finally we got the improved carrier operations and improved heavy anti-tank guns. Case like a transport. What about you? Have you... No. They escaped us completely. So you finished the heavy anti-tank guns upgrade, so now you could get another different 12.8 centimeter heavy anti-tank, 75 piercing. Or we could start looking at the rocket artillery. Or we could actually, because we got most of the upgrades now, let's check what we miss for a Tiger upgrade. The Tiger to 10.5 centimeter. Okay, we need 10.5 centimeter gun and turret. So what about the gun? We can start with the gun. Yep, that one is now available, so let's get it. And we got the doctrine finish here. The Kriegsmarine doctrine. Now we could get the carrier task force or a carrier deck park, which would increase the deck size. Or how about this? We finally get the advanced carrier, or a large carrier, not an advanced one. What's the difference between you guys? You got same surface detection, higher surface visibility, so actually more prone to be discovered, but you're using twice as much service manpower, and your strength is increased by 5. And you cost more chromium to get. But, you know, we always wanted to start these and get them into production, so why the hell would we do that now? They are retreating, which is great. Okay, fuel is just getting up there. Nice. Decent. So you can wait here, because we don't need you there. So We have liberated all of Syria, or Kingdom of Syria, at this point, and we started the liberation of Iraq. That is really decent. How big is the army of Syria? Do they even have an army? They have 3 divisions. Okay, not much. Cool, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. I'm kind of happy we went through the winter and are entering early spring. As far as the casualties go, the Soviets are still at 4.6 million, but the overall casualties have increased slightly. So have ours, though. So we're not making much progress at this point. It's just fighting for strategic objectives, like we have reached the port here, effectively cutting their forces once again. So now there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divisions located in this area. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and possibly even some other divisions in the area around Murmansk, and the rest of the Soviet army is cut out. Now, I'll give you that. You suggested that we also advance towards Arkhangelsk here. So that sounds like a good idea. It's something that I was actually trying to do, but again, with the frost and the stretching of our units, because we moved quite a lot of them to the north, and we also have them here where they try to cut this area. We don't really have a strong enough position here to advance, but we will position our units at the early spring and definitely try to go for an offensive. And I would love to, do another cut here, splitting off once again these divisions and being able to slowly tighten the noose around them and eliminate them. So that would be the plan, because there's a lot of units here, and as I mentioned, there's 6, there's 11, so that's 17 divisions, and this is probably another huge amount. So a quick swift attack by the tanks that we are repositioning here could work well. I was actually trying to maybe cut them off here, but I kind of forgot that was the plan. It might be better to actually send you somewhere like here and just throw you on a quick advance once the possibility is there. But I mean, before that, yeah, we can definitely strike here and just cut this off and extend our line a bit so that we have the coverage here. That is a good idea. Okay, cool. So I'm happy. And the construction is going well. We are nowhere near the goal that we set for ourselves. Unfortunately, the railways are a bit more difficult to handle, but the supply situation has already improved, as you can see, especially in here. And as we work our way south, it's slightly worse, and slightly worse, but it's getting better. So once we finish all of these, we're gonna once again focus on military production and make sure that one is up to speed. But other than that, I actually think we are doing really fine. Really fine. Especially on the mechanized, we are upgrading. We're starting to have a decent amount of the mechanized mortars, so we might start distributing them. How are we on the white tanks? Have we managed? Okay, only 170 are now in the deficit. That's great. And wow, we have full production of the Tigers, and we actually started to work on the Panthers as well. Cool. Yeah, things are looking really good. So thank you very much for joining me. We are slowly closing on the winter, and I guess not in the next episode, but in the one after that, a major offensive will restart, and then it's all the way to Moscow for us. Well, not that, but at least something like this would be kind of cool. Dream big, guys, dream big.